going on, guys? It's NFS Coulter back with another edition of Track Tips. This week NFS Drew used the Mazda MX-5 with the Works package on Miami. That was courtesy of Killjoy, who won last week's Hot Lap. He's a good guy. I met him at Formula Drift in Atlanta, so shout out to him. But here we go. So you're obviously, like every other track, front straight you're going to go into a quick left. And I broke a little bit early here to keep it safe, but really as soon as this tree on the left comes into play and into focus, you can start braking. And it's left, and when you turn left, you want to catch the rumble strip, get both left tires under the rumble strip, and then get both right tires under the opposite one, and that's going to throw your car off into kind of a little slide, but that's going to help get the car turned. And if you get it turned enough, I took a little bit wide here, but it'll set you up really nicely for the hard left here. And you're gonna have to get on the brakes. There's a really slow portion of the track, not a lot of room for error, not a lot of room for error anywhere on the track because there are walls everywhere. But you're gonna come through here, and you're gonna have this hard left, and it's gonna lead you up into this kind of double apex right onto the straightaway, and you want to make sure you get a solid run out of it. And you want to touch both right tires of the curb again. You see the car get off balance and the weight shift. And you want to obviously get back on the accelerator as fast as possible. So get the car off balance by hopping up on the rumble strip. And if you can, try and turn it into one long turn instead of two right turns. So hop up and keep holding right. Don't straighten out at all, and just power through it. And get on. It'll look something like this. So I'm on the brakes, now I'm back off the brakes, and I'm on the accelerator as early as possible to get me the most amount of power coming down this long straightaway here. Stay in the middle of the track here. If you get on the sides, there's like a sidewalk that just throws you into the wall immediately, and obviously it gets ugly. Your brake point here is this white and orange striped sidewall here. And as soon as you see it, I got on the brakes a little bit early here. But as soon as you see it, that's when you're getting on the brakes. And you want to let off of them right before the black Alpine Stars sign on the left here. Make it a little more focused for you. You don't want it to be too slow because it'll cost you coming out of it. But the faster you do it, the more you're going to get thrown into the grass here. Which is okay. The grass actually doesn't slow you down as long as you don't hit the wall. So it's much better to take this fast and be thrown into the grass than it is to take it extra slow and take the proper line. And as you come out of the grass here, you've got a right-handed kink. Take it at full speed and the car will make it around no problem. And your brake zone here, it's kind of this long, really late apex. If you can, try and turn it into one long corner, but your brake point is right in the center of this little, it's almost like a little kink here, but right where it looks like the rumble strip is pointing to, it comes to a point, that's going to be your brake zone. You're hard on the brakes, hit the apex if you can, get back on the accelerator, and take this turn all the way around at full throttle. If you can't do that, it's okay to let off the gas to keep the car on the track. Full throttle. On the brakes, right as you hit the palm tree on the right, the first palm tree, you're on the brakes. I even got on them a little bit late here, and you'll see I was thrown off. Just a little bit, I had to touch the brakes again. And then here, similar to Carousel at Nürburgring, which everybody knows, there's like a small indent right in the apex. So if you stay in it, it's gonna help you throw the car through the turn. You should be able to take it at full speed. I actually had to touch the brakes because I didn't turn in early enough. But if you do it properly, you'll be thrown right through it, and you'll be able to go at full speed. And then you're into this right. It's a late apex, and you want to close in toward the end of it. It's full speed, no issues there. And then right before your final turn, the final left turn, is just before this overhead bridge sign. Hard on the brakes. Definitely hop the curb here. It's quicker, and it's going to help you get the body of the car thrown into the turn and give you better handling, and then you just come right down the straightaway. And that's one lap around Miami Biscayne Blvd. And this week Drew did a 128.055. If you can mimic what I just did there, you'll be running about a 128 flat just like him. So good luck. And Killjoy, thanks again for running the fastest lap. We'll see if you can do it again this week.